Yo, what's good? It's your boy Icon Riot, and today is a very special day. It is my very first YouTube video in 3 years. This marks my return back to YouTube, which feels both nerve-wracking and exciting for me. But I just want to let you guys know I'm here to make more content for D2 and Beyond Light and other games that I might play. In today's Destiny video, we're going to be looking at my best roll Dire Promise that I got to drop maybe, I want to say, a month ago. And I'll tell you guys my story behind Dire Promise and why this means so much to me. It's a pretty funny story, but first off, let's look at the Dire Promise roll that I got. So it dropped with Steady Hand HCS, which gives you a +9 handling and stability stat and +5 aim assist. I also have an option for Crossfire HCS, but I didn't pick that just because you have a negative stat in stability and handling, and because I have rangefinder, which we'll get to in a second, there's really no reason to go back into range. The second stat modifier I have is ricochet rounds, which is, I think, one of the best besides high cal. It gives you +5 in the range, +9 in stability, and of course you can get those funky off the wall shots and kills, and sometimes I get them, but it's not something you want to rely on. And of course you have light mag as well as your secondary option if you want to go into reload instead of stability. And my first perk is Snapshot. For me, Snapshot over Opening Shot all the time, just because Snapshot is always procced and it goes in perfect combination with Rangefinder, which is why I don't really like to stack everything in the range. The things that I would change about this Dire Promise if I were to get the perfect roll for me would most likely be high cal as the magazine option, just to cause more flinch, and a handling masterwork to increase the ADS time, even though Snapshot does that, or the quick swaps between my shotgun and my hand cannon and my sniper and my hand cannon when I do decide to snipe. But let's get into the funny story behind this Dire Promise. So when this season dropped, the season of arrivals, I spent numerous tokens at the Crucible Quartermaster, because I had so many, to try to get Dire Promises to drop. It was maybe 2 or 3 weeks. I'm spending, thousands and thousands of tokens to try to get a Dire to drop, and didn't drop, right? And there was this 1 week where I got 3 or 4 to drop. So I'm like, ooh, I'm excited. I can't wait to check the Postmaster to see what rolls I got on my Dire Promises. So I'm continuously turning in tokens. I'm getting packages, getting packages, getting packages, getting packages, and I was not notified that my Postmaster was full. So I got a little curious. I said, well, I opened maybe about 50, 60 packages and I haven't got a notification that my Postmaster is full, so let me go check my Postmaster. And there was one Dire Promise in there. One Dire Promise out of the 3 or 4 I got to drop, and it was a trash roll. So I got irritated. My best roll at that time was, I believe, Overflow Swash or Snapshot Swash. And the next week, right, I'm doing the same thing. I get nothing to drop. And I was playing on my Hunter for some reason, because I usually play on my Titan, so I never really go on other characters. But I was playing on my Hunter for some reason, so I switched my Dire Promise over to my Hunter. And I went back on my Titan, and I switched my Dire Promise back over to my Titan, and it vanished. I know people are going to think I'm lying. People are going to think, oh, Dim doesn't do that, Ishtar doesn't do that, but it vanished. And I didn't have a Dire Promise. And then I ended up getting an Overflow Swashbuckler one that I used a lot. And I was on controller at this time, so it was max stability. But I was infuriated. I was like, man, dude, like, this game does not want me to have a Dire Promise. And I was so annoyed. But I ended up getting this one to drop. And to be honest, it's been amazing, and I've been moving over to mouse and keyboard. The gameplay you're watching is my 27th day on mouse and keyboard. My 27th day playing on mouse and keyboard, not 27 days in a row. So it's been maybe a little bit more than a month and a half. So I'm excited to post my videos so you see my growth on MNK, because that's kind of what I want to do. Is I want to play more MNK and more games and steer away from controller. And that's been my goal, and that's what I plan to continue to do. So that's what these gameplays are. They're kind of both showcasing the weapons that I have, some decent gameplay that I get on MNK, and just my, I guess, history, my timeline, to show you my progression through MNK, which if you're interested in, that's great. If not, just make fun of my gameplay, right? Because I do make mistakes. But that was my story about the Dire Promise. This is the role I have. I hope to get a better one in the future. I know they're turning into 140s when Beyond Light comes out, but I still think because the perk set on this gun is almost optimized to perform the best, that they're still going to perform really well as 140 adaptive frame hand cannons. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. I hope you enjoy my commentary. Feel free to like, subscribe, share. If you're brand new to this channel, welcome. If you for some reason stuck around for 3 years and decided to watch my content again, you are an OG. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm just gonna have the gameplay play. Peace.
My Hunter, honestly enjoyed Hunter the most. Okay, that was insane. Did he dodge my sword? I guess my sword only took off his shield? Yeah, I even 3-tapped him and lost that. That's kind of insane. To be honest, as soon as I hit those 2 shots and I knew it was a gnawing hunger, I should have dipped out. How come I didn't slide up that hill? Go Hunter? I was thinking it, man. But everyone's a Hunter, you know what I'm saying? I do have good armor on my Hunter too. Super is so easy on fucking mouse and keyboard, man. Let me see. Oh, you're in that cheese spot. Dude, that guy, 5 check killed him. The coolest. They really do look the sickest. No power, you know what? I'm gonna get good with my primary and secondary. A bunch of sword kills at the end. How did I do that game? Oh, I top fragged! Heyo!